celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it. I ain't.
Fort Wayne High School Hockey City Playoffs. Placing the Northeast City Lions and the RTC Carroll Chargers. At this time, he's one of the Lions today's starting number 29, Ian Torres. And number 3, Ian Carroll. At center, number 6, Colton Calhoun. At right wing, number 9, Kaden White. On defense, number 62, Riley Murphy. And number 3, Jackson On defense, number 7, Mikey Baldwin. And number 4, Anthony Baldwin. And ladies and gentlemen, the rest of your Carroll Chargers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask the rise as short people and remove the head coverings for the playing of our national anthem.
Alrighty, and welcome to the second semi-final playoff game here at the Fort Wayne PSM Ice House, where we have the number 2 seed Carroll Chargers taking on the number 3 seed Leo Lions, a rematch from this past Sunday where the Carroll Chargers defeated the Lions by a score of 3-1. As this has been the closest series out of all the series between the teams, as they are now tied 2-2. So this is you take a spot in the championship, and you take the series.
Yeah, I mean, they've been going back and forth all season with wins and in the standings, first and second and third. And for the Carroll Chargers, they've had a tough year. They came out and they weren't the powerhouse that they used to be. They faced a few other battles off the ice, and now it's time. I mean, is the legacy of the Carroll Chargers going to continue, or is it going to end right here in the semifinal game? And if I'm the Leo Lions, after what happened on Sunday, I'm coming out and I'm going to hit everything that moves, do anything I can to throw the Carroll Chargers off of their game, because it's not easy to do, but it has to be done tonight. It's do or die.
Yeah, Carroll, they got the revenge from a couple weeks prior, the overtime loss. And, they came out firing, and they caught Leo, especially on the penalty kill, because special teams was the difference in that game. I think all 3 of Carroll's goals were on special teams, 2 power play goals and a short-handed goal. So, you got to clean those up. They had a few days to, practice on some things.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot of special teams in this game as well. These two teams go at it, and when you go at it like they do, they're going to take a lot of penalties on both sides of the ice.
Yeah, Van Antwerp's going to be getting the nod in tonight for Carroll Chargers. He got a few weeks of a break as Cameron now stood in net for him, and then DeMorris for the Leo Lions, their bread and butter starter.
Both of them going with the bigger goaltenders on their stat sheet, in stature at least.
Yeah, and I think DeMorris was the starter for the last time we played before Sunday. So
I see.
And obviously they got the win there. And, as we saw on Sunday, when they had Cameron Ganao in net, the Leo Lions were really just trying to shoot high. And that kind of hurt them at the end because they were getting good opportunities, but they were just shooting it right off the glass.
Yep. If you miss the net high, those over the shoulders don't really matter, do they?
They obviously were able to beat them once, as Murphy was able to put one top, but you got to be able to capitalize more, as this Carroll defense is a very strong defensive core. You know, not some of the biggest size players, but they play very strong defense.
Yeah, we already saw one absolute barn burner this evening. The Fort Wayne Vipers and the Homestead Spartans played right up into the last seconds of the game, and Homestead victorious by just one in that measure, and that was the 1-4 seed. So this is a 2-3, and the winner of this goes on to face Homestead on Saturday, which just happens to be Valentine's Day.
Oh, the greatest holiday, Eric.
Yeah.
Who needs Valentine's Day when you can go watch high school city championships?
Tell that to my girlfriend.
As we have some time here, we'd like to thank our sponsors before we get the show on the road. Big Eye Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Altweather Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit altweathercontracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Jolie Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government, whether you are facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation. Jolie Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Clean and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliate local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM Edge Training Program. Maximize your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. And today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just about to get ready here for a puck drop between these two rival high schools of Leo and Carroll.
Yeah, and everybody's itching to be the guys that knock Carroll out. You know, they've had such a stronghold on this Fort Wayne High School League for so many years now. They went on to win the 4A championship last year. That was right here at the Ice House. Summit City Sports was there. We covered it. And, I mean, everybody else in this league is just wanting it to be their time. And the Leo Lions have a chance.
Have a chance to pull the upset. As Carroll is obviously a very highly favored team coming into the season. Didn't go the way they probably planned it, but they're still able to come in second place. Leo is able to battle through the top teams. So this should be a really, really good matchup for everybody here. as Patterson and Calhoun go to the center for puck drop. And Calhoun's able to win it back. Reith moves it to Murphy. Murphy gets tied up there by Potts, but Leo's still able to move it forward. Murphy sends it down low right on to Van Antwerp. And Baldwin behind his net moves it to Ryder Potts. Potts on the wing, sends it off the boards. Murphy not able to keep it in. Didn't go out far. Then he sends it right back on to Van Antwerp. Baldwin moves it to Lalonde. Lalonde tried to move it to Pedersen, but put it behind him. So Murphy sends it back down deep. Baldwin to Potts, up to Pedersen. Turnover here. Calhoun trying to move it to Farrell, but flipped over his stick. And Pedersen going the other way. Moving through the neutral zone to try to send off the boards. Takes an ugly hit into the boards. Hopefully he is okay. Haley moves it, trying to move it to Farrell, but too far. Cartel leaves it for Platt. Platt lost control of the puck. Well, luckily Carroll's able to get back on side. They flip it down low. Reith picks it up in the corner. Sends it to Riley Murphy. The captain sends it off the glass. Cartel pinches down, but Murphy sends it off the glass once more, right on net, so no icing will be called on that, and Van Antwerp elects to cover things up. Just a minute 21 gone here so far in this first period. Offensive opportunity here for the Lions. Carteau sends it off the glass. Able to kept in there by Haynes. Cornerman tied up in the corner. Crawford able to come out with it, but gets stripped by Shirt. Shirt trying to get it around Haynes. He does. 3-on-1 here for Carroll with the shots off the pad. Rebound, loose in front. And the puck just goes out wide. A couple of chances there. These three Carrolls were pounding on the doorstep. Tie up in the corner. Jonah Haynes from behind his net trying to send it up forward to Cornerman. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Gibson not able to corral as he falls backward. Haley trying to get it around a couple of Carroll players. Davis in the corner. Trying to send it up high, but Gibson was the first one there. Davis lost a stick. Send it to Blauvelt, but Murphy takes it back. Moving through the neutral zone, he crosses the line. He takes a shot, and it gets deflected off of Baldwin's stick and goes up high.
And the Carroll Chargers with the first quality scoring opportunities of the game. The initial shot, and you'll see the rebound just kicking around there. Demeraux stuck with it well. Had good defense in front of him to keep this one from becoming a one-goal game.
Face off on the glove side of Van Antwerp. One back by Leo. Shots! Get it up, and it goes in! DeWitt from the point! Mine got deflected in front by a Carroll player, but Leo takes the 1-0 early lead.
So this is just a one-timer fresh off the face-off. Traffic in front, like you said, I think it was all Carroll Chargers traffic, but the deflection was too much for Van Antwerp.
Leo Ditz doing something that they couldn't do last game. They were on the board. They are on the board early. It took them until the third period as we have a change for Farrell as he gets pickpocketed at the last second. Calhoun corrals the puck. Farrell in the corner. Flips it forward for White. White elects to send it back. Farrell trying to find Calhoun. Gets behind them. DeWitt's able to keep it in. Farrell on this near wing. Moves it to White, who is able to send it right back down. Calhoun gets tied up by Baldwin. Harrison trying to move it to Potts, but loses the puck. Riley Murphy sends it to Calhoun, who chips it down off the glass and goes for a change. Anthony Baldwin sends it to Lalonde, who finds Pedersen. Taylor Pedersen crosses the line, shot gets blocked, and it goes into the corner. Jackson Crawford not able to get it around Lalonde. Lalonde puts it into the corner. He gets sticked away by Haynes. Excuse me, that was Reith. And Leo flips it down. And then goes all the way down for an icing. And 16 left here in this first period. Leo takes a 1-0 lead off the shot of DeWitt. Around face off from the left of Demarest. Foreman trying to move it to Reith. It's taken away by Mikey Baldwin. And he sends it down below the net. Demarest is able to corral it and cover things up.
Yeah, he struggled with that one for a minute, bringing it in. We've seen him overcommit to pucks outside of his crease in the past this season, mostly early on. I think he's cleaned that up a little bit, but that's something we might want to watch out for here.
Face off on his blocker side, won by Shurik. And now Reith. He gets the puck taken away from him, but he goes right back to Leo. Foreman moves it up to Crawford. Crawford cuts across the ice, gets taken down, penalty coming up. And we'll see Leo. First power play of the night.
And I mean, that's just Crawford. With speed, draws that one up, finds himself a lane, and it closed off, but he was already halfway through. Heads up play by Jackson Crawford.
Shurik heading to the box for tripping. Face off, won by Carroll, and just able to get it out. Riley Murphy in his own zone, moves it to Jonah Haynes. The seniors go back and forth. White moves it up to Calhoun, right? That was a dangerous pass. And Patterson's able to send it down low. Riley Murphy to set things up, sends it for Calhoun. Calhoun cutting across the neutral zone, crosses the line. Takes a shot off the pound of Van Antwerp, not able to clear. Jonah Haynes from the top of the point. Shot goes wide. Calhoun takes the puck away. The shot gets blocked. Patterson trying to get out of the zone. He's able to, but Farrell takes it back. 1:10 left here in this man advantage. Murphy crosses the line. Heavy hit there by Potts, and Van Antwerp will cover things up.
Yeah, the Carroll Chargers not afraid to throw the body on the penalty kill. They're a confident penalty killing team. I mean, their first goal that we saw on Sunday was a man down, so.
Face off, blocker side. Carroll's over one down, flip things down. And Demarest will stop it right at the goal line. Jackson Reith. Trying to send it to Crawford, but it is behind him off the boards. 40 seconds left in this man advantage. Reith getting pressured by Lalonde. Trying to stuff it in. A save there by Demarest. Fiedler now. He takes a shot, gets blocked. Comes back to Haley. Haley trying to get away from Platt. Foreman steps in, gets her around. Patterson put out in front, goes wide. Fiedler ties up his man, able to keep the puck in the zone. Trying to center it to Haley, gets deflected. Reith trying to pitch down to keep it in. Carroll's able to get it out. Patterson takes a shot into the chest of Ian Demarest. Just 2 seconds left here on this man advantage for Leo. Pretty much do it for that power play. A few good shots, nothing out of it. The puck clears the zone. Baldwin in his own defensive zone, sends it to Ramsey up to Blauvelt. Blauvelt trying to cut across, but ended up going out of the zone. Shot from the point by Platt goes high. Davis not able to get things out, and Demers will cover things up. Face off on the glove side. One forward by the Chargers. Shot by Ramsey from the point goes wide. And now Calhoun crosses into the offensive zone, gets taken off the puck by Ramsey. Calhoun trying to put it forward, was able to corral the puck. Farrell moves up top to Murphy with the shot, goes off the skates. Put out front, gets taken away by Patterson, who finds DeLon. DeLon trying to go wide. Goes off the body of Reith. And they send it to Farrell. Farrell to Calhoun. Calhoun puts it on net. And Vanderpoort elects to cover things up. Face-off going to be on the left side of Van Antwerp, Crawford, and Shurik. Shurik's able to win it back. Patterson trying to get off the wall. Turnover here. Torman with the shot. Gets blocked by Platt. Crawford picks up the puck. It's taken down from behind. No penalty, arm goes up. Overbay with a shot right into the glove of Demarest.
Yeah, we're seeing Leo get a lot of good opportunities here, but it is still heavily back and forth, and it's a 3-period game. We need to see anybody get worn out. I think both of these teams are pretty well conditioned by this point in the season, but it's fast out there right now.
Crawford's able to win this one back for Haynes, who sends it around. Too far for Corman. Platt keeps it in, sends it down low. Platt with the shot. Gets blocked by Haley and gets sent out. Baldwin with the puck in this near corner, sending up the half wall. Not able to get it out. As Haley bouncing puck off his stick. He could have had a good opportunity. Tie up right at the Carroll bench. Haley trying to move it forward. He does. Takes a shot, goes wide. Jordan Haynes with the puck. Sends it off the wall, trying to find Till. Till is able to chip it down low. Haley from behind the net. Lost the puck to Baldwin. Baldwin sends it up to Franks. Franks trying to find Shurik. So he's able to send that down into the Leo zone. Jonah Haynes sends it off the boards, and that's going to be a little bit too much, and it will be an icing. Face-off going to the left side of Demarest. It's Murphy. And now the zone into the neutral zone. It's pinched down by 4 Chargers and has to send it down into the Carroll zone. Lava moves it to Ramsey. Ramsey able to find Gibson. Gibson trying to get it around. Looks like DeWitt, and he sends that into the Leo bench. So we have a face-off in the Carroll's offensive zone. Calhoun and Pedersen. One back by Pedersen. Shot from the points by Carteau. Goes wide. Big hit there by Ryder Potts on DeWitt. Carteau trying to send it to Potts. Turned over to Farrell for a second, but Potts is able to get back to Calhoun. Puts Potts right into his own bench. But Murphy will send it down for an icing.
Good to see the Leo Lions getting involved in the hitting game. I feel like up until now it's been a little bit one-sided as far as physicality goes. The Carroll Chargers have been throwing their weight around, and I was expecting to see a lot more from Leo off the start. But they are dictating the pace of play right now, so if the hitting comes, the hitting comes.
Haynes sends it around the net to White. White puts it to Reese, and he sends it to Haynes. Haynes loses the puck. Potts trying to move the lawn, bouncing puck into the feet of, looks like Reese and Farrell with the puck. Enters the offensive zone. Gets around Baldwin with a shot, trying to roof it, but goes a little too high. And a huge hit there by Jonah Haynes on Mikey Baldwin. Reed sends it around for Haynes. He sends it far side to Farrell. Farrell finds White all alone. Stops off the swing, waiting for his teammates to join the rush. Sends it down low for the corner. Baldwin and Pearson. Huge collision there. Jonah Haynes looking for the pass forward. Trying to find Crawford, and tips it off his skate. Gets put up against the wall by Plott. Now Sherrick sends it off the boards. He's able to get out. DeWitt picks it back up. Fans on the pass. Colin Franks moves it to Sherrick, who cuts across with a shot. Gets deflected off stick into the corner. Put out in front for Overbeard. The shot into the chest of Demarest.
Opportunities on both sides of the ice. The Leo Lions have been successful with finding guys on the stretch pass, like in this case Liam Farrell gets a good opportunity, and then a quick turnaround. Two big hits, one aside. More of that physicality that we love to see here.
Face off one back by the Lions. Murphy sends it far side off the boards and out. Now Cartel trying to move it forward. Is able to find Franks, who puts it down low. Murphy is able to find Feeler, who puts it up to Crawford. Excuse me, that was Corman who finds Crawford. Overbay now. Trying to move with the Franks a little bit too far. 3 minutes left here to go in this first period. Leo's up 1-0. Fiedler moving it to DeWitt, who finds Davis. Davis crosses into the offensive zone with a shot, stick side by Van Antwerp. Davis puts it around the far corner. Flipped out. Gibson. The rolling puck, not able to do much. But Carroll's able to keep it in as Harrison with the shot goes wide. Fiedler not able to poke it forward. Ramsey leaves it for Patterson. Finds Blavel from the point with a slap shot, goes wide. And Roth gets laid out by Blavel. Davis gets tied up in the wing. Fiedler not able to put it down. Davis able to keep it in. Walks the line. Sends it to Roth. Roth sends it around. Baldwin from behind his net. Turned over. Davis in the corner. He's able to get through two Chargers with a shot. Goes high off the glass. Haynes keeps it in for a second, but Gibson now turns it over to White. White with the shot gets blocked. Calhoun moves with the Farrell with the shot. Just goes wide once more. Reed keeping it on Baldwin. Sends it down the ice, and that's going to go for an icing.
And boy, are things heating up out there.
The last minute and a half, Leo has been pretty much keeping it in the Carroll zone. And like you said, the physicality is picking up for Leo, and it's helping them because Carroll is getting pinched down low with pretty much everybody down below the dots, and they're not able to clear it. And these hits are forcing them to make bad decisions. Now Ryder Potts puts it off the boards, getting it around Murphy. DeWitt is able to snuff that chance out. Potts behind the net. Moves it down for Lalonde. Lalonde gets tied up. Move it to Potts with a shot. Goes off the pad. Patterson picks up the rebound, sends it back down for Lalonde. Puck goes through his legs. We're under a minute here in this first period. Calhoun sends it to DeWitt off the glass. DeWitt not able to clear. White trying to get it out. Being pitched up against the wall, and they finally are able to. Baldwin sends it to Lalonde, but hops over a stick. And White sends it down into the Carroll zone. Franks moves it to Lalonde, just goes behind him. Now Reith from his own zone moves it to Murphy. Murphy sauces it forward to Farrell. And that's going to, no icing on that call. Turnover here, Haley trying to find Crawford, tied up, goes wide. Franks, 5 seconds left. Crawford trying to shoot it forward to the middle. Fans on it, and that's going to do it here for this action-packed first period, where the Leo Lions are leading the Carroll Chargers by a score of 1-0 off the goal by Miles DeWitt from the points.
Yeah, it's a fun kind of game to watch, and probably even funner to be a part of when everybody's firing in all cylinders. The physicality is there. One thing I must say is it seems like the Leo Lions really showed up to the rink ready to play the first period of hockey. I'm not so sure the Carroll Chargers were in it right off the puck drop. But they did get some quality opportunities when they get into the attacking zone. They're making the most of it. I think it's going to take a lot more than one goal to win this hockey game.
Yeah, give Carroll enough time. They'll be able to pop in a couple of goals here in the second period, taking a lead into the extended break. So as Leo, you can't take your foot off the pedal for this period. You have to keep on going at all cylinders. You still have another 30 minutes left in this game. Usually, first period doesn't really mean a lot because you still have 2 more periods left to play with a lot of hockey. So anything can happen.
So far, we've seen the Leo Lions able to stretch out the ice really well, making passes that cover both the blue line and the red line, from the defensive zone to the far blue line, and springing guys for quality scoring opportunities.
One thing is Carroll's definitely got to be able to get cleaner exits out of their zone. They've had a hard time there the last few minutes.
When the physicality picked up, yeah, they got to start gripping the sticks a little too tight and making poor choices. It's all part of the game. I got to take a breath and say it's okay to get hit as long as I make the play.
Both teams send out their second line. Sherrick and Crawford for the second period face-off. Crawford wins it back. Let's send to Murphy. Crawford in the corner. It's tied up, so Colton Franks takes it out. Just flips over the stick of Murphy. Now Overbay takes a stop, takes a shot, goes wide. Up and high. Ramsey keeps it in. Franks from the corner, right out front with a poke check there by Demarest.
And an Overbay was just handcuffed. If he could have got a good angle on that, that's a tie hockey game.
Calhoun in the corner. Loses the puck now, Carroll. Are able to exit their zone. Farteau gets deflected off that pass. Goes over stick of Murphy once more. Lalonde gets bumped off the puck. And White sends that off the safety netting.
And we'll take another look at the recent Carroll Chargers opportunity out in front of the net. You're going to see Overbay in a great position. He gets bumped a little bit and just kind of handcuffs. The puck was just sitting there for a second. And those are the plays that in these playoff games, you have to find a way to get that puck in the net no matter what it takes.
Demarest with a flying poke check there also.
Yeah, it was like NHL 14 or something.
As Carroll has the puck in their own zone. They move it to Lalonde. Lalonde trying to get around Farrell. And now DeWitt moves it to Jonah Haynes on the far side. He sends it on net, and a save by Van Antwerp. Have a face-off on the blocker's side. Face-off won by the Chargers. Baldwin picks up behind his net. Sends it to Potts. Not able to get out. Farrell to DeWitt over to Haynes where the shot goes wide. White sends it the opposite direction to Calhoun. Calhoun getting away from Baldwin. Calhoun sends it. I think he was trying to find DeWitt, but Farrell kind of tips it just a little bit. It's White. He's taking off the puck. Farrell with the shot! A save there by Van Antwerp. Carroll not able to clear. DeWitt holds the line. Puck bounces out. And now Patterson. Maybe a 2-on-1. Patterson with the shot goes wide. Rebound comes out in front. And some pushing and shoving ensues. As Lalonde and Haynes going at it. They gave it a couple extra whacks on Demarest.
And I don't mind that strategy. Take the shot wide like a soccer net and just crash hard for it wherever it comes out. And if you're going to the net hard, you're going to face some backlash, and that's what we have here.
I think that was an old tactic that the Red Wings did back in the 90s. They would purposely have a shot off wide and then have wingers right at the crease, and they would be able to put in that free rebound because the goalie was out of position.
It's something a lot of coaches have told me to do, too. When you're shooting from the blue line, picture a soccer net back there and just shoot for deflections that come out front.
As officials Clark and Blessing giving their explanations and the penalties to both coaches and captains.
I think this is just the beginning of the extracurriculars here in this one. These two teams really get into it, and as the game goes on, it typically only gets worse. Starts with the physicality during gameplay, and then after the whistle, stuff starts happening. People are crashing the net with everything they got. And it's good hard-nosed hockey, especially in the playoffs. You got to do what you got to do.
Do anything you can to get a dub.
Problem is, if it keeps going like this, we'll be here till 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Looks like Leo might be adding another player.
Yeah, so I didn't really see. Obviously, from our replay, it just looks like chaos in front of the net. It went on for a while. You see all 5 Leo Lions there. Pushing so hard, the net comes off, and then we got a couple tie-ups that separate, and that's the end of our replay.
Maybe they gave Haynes a misconduct. Face-off coming here as Carroll's getting an opportunity on the man advantage. Feeler sends it down low. Oh, they gave Demaros.
Demaros got the rough.
Yeah, he got another rough. So that's going to be Milan with a chance. Gets around, put out front. And we'll have a stoppage to play. Yeah, he did give a little bit of a face wash there. I think it might have been to Lalonde or Pedersen, but I saw that.
Yeah, Demaros, he'll protect his crease. Along with the rest of his team, but Demaros gets involved, you know. Not a lot of goalies are that have that much of a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with a goalie who likes to protect his crease because he will protect it. As faceoff goes forward right to Demaros. We'll do things all over again. Milan on the faceoff. Runs it forward. Murphy not able to clear. Baldwin with the chance goes off a stick. It's Milan behind the net in his power play spot. Potts. Gives it for Baldwin. Baldwin down to Franks. Franks Pearson with a shot. He scores! Jacob Pearson with the one-timer, and we are tied.
Yeah, so we knew special teams was going to be a big factor in this one. And Pedersen all alone in the danger zone gets fed a biscuit that he just can't pass up and throws that one. It might have even been bar down.
His brother was in the penalty box. Took his spot there while he was serving this penalty, and he gets Carroll on the board. As Murphy sends things down. White gets tied up on the far wing. Calhoun trying to help him out. Carroll is able to come out with it. Murphy pinches down. Pucks comes out. Blauvelt trying to move it to Pearson. Finds Gibson. Gibson with the shot goes on the side of the cage. Shot so powerful, knocked the cage off.
How about that?
Gibson so strong.
Yeah, it looks like Carroll's got some of that fire back that they might have been lacking in the first period. Momentum is beginning to shift.
Shurik and Calhoun on the faceoff. Calhoun's able to win it back. Haynes sends it off the boards. Kept in though by Carteau. Carteau finds Frank in the corner. Frank's trying to move it forward. Gets chipped off. And Calhoun sends it off the glass. Kept in by Carroll. Shot gets blocked by Calhoun. Colton Frank sends it down low. DeWitt sends it off the boards. Kept in by Carteau. Carteau with the shot gets deflected off Calhoun's stick. Haynes sends it back the opposite way. White not able to find Calhoun. Carteau sends off the boards, but Calhoun takes it back. Calhoun with a nifty move gets taken off the puck. Farrell, though, was right there. Put out front with the chance off the pad. White behind the net. It's out front. Farrell gets tied up. DeWitt's not able to keep it in. Now Farrell moves it for Haynes. Haynes sends it off the boards. And Carteau sends it on nets, and Demers will cover things up.
Two teams just trading opportunities at this point. It's back and forth hockey at its finest. Right when I start to say one guy's got the momentum, it's going the other way, and who knows what's going to happen next, huh?
Yeah, it's playoff hockey. Anything can happen. Murphy electing to take the face-off against Pedersen. Pedersen wins it back cleanly. It's Potts. Sends it off the rail. Kind of threw it along there. Murphy about put it in his own net. Batting that puck down.
Slam dunk.
That was a goal. Pretty close. Shot from the point off the blocker. That got deflected. I think it might hit Potts' stick. Baldwin's able to keep it in. Moves it along with a shot off the pad. Rebound off the side of the net. Puck on the far wing. Crawford trying to pitch it forward. He gets taken down. Foreman. Jackson Crawford gets intercepted by Ryder Potts. He gets taken off the puck by Crawford, and Murphy sends it off the boards, but not out. Patterson moved it forward to the lawn, but he couldn't get his stick, and it goes wide. Now Murphy in the zone, flips it forward, right on net. A little bit of a bouncer there.
Heads up play there by Riley Murphy to avoid the ice, and the faceoff's going to be down the other end instead. Murphy's got a pretty good touch with the puck. You'll see him sauce that one up and put it on guys' sticks so you can't even see through the traffic. I mean,
so we'll have a face-off on the glove side of Van Antwerp. Refs are meeting at the times table.
And now the scoreboard has been turned off. Did that affect us?
I would be surprised if it did.
Ours is frozen for now. I'll make sure it's back on when we get back.
They called over the players to their benches, so this might take a little bit of time. We'll step aside real fast. Hopefully the clock will be back on as you're watching playoffs high school hockey here on Summit City Sports.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Alrighty, welcome back. We got things resolved. Got a little break in between action. Face-off's going to be in the glove side of Van Antwerp. Face-off one forward, and a shot there by Davis gets deflected off a, looks like Mikey Baldwin's stick, and goes into the safety netting.
Shout out to the Zamboni guy there, fishing that one out and getting it back on the playing surface for them.
I can't tell, but that might be Spaceman's captain Jace Lacey back there.
I think I could see the mustache from here.
Oh, yeah. Fiedler from behind the net. Strong stick, puts up the Haynes. Haynes with a shot, goes off the stick of Pedersen, goes wide off the glass. Now Carroll trying to move it to Pedersen, but too far for him. Blauvelt picks it up. It's taken away, and then all Haynes. Gives it to Davis. Davis with a shot right into the glove of Van Antwerp. And with 8:39 left in this second period, we are all tied up off the power play goal from Jacob Pedersen. They saw one back by Calhoun. DeWitt with a bouncing puck, able to keep it in, so we have a battle right at the blue line. Calhoun picks it up now. He takes a shot, goes wide, trying to see if he can clip the leg pad. Now Lalonde trying to pitchfork his way forward. Murphy flips it forward. Might almost hit his own teammates there, was able to go off the boards. Now Baldwin went off the boards. Sends it, trying to find Lalonde, but goes behind him. DeWitt puts it forward. Calhoun trying to get it into the zone. Baldwin moves it to Lalonde. Lalonde trying to slap it, but DeWitt with the strong stick gets it out. Lalonde off the boards and goes off for a change. Patterson on the chase. Gets it away from Murphy, trying to center it. Out front with the shot, goes wide. Off the pad, potentially Overbay. Got tied up, not able to get a lot on it. Overbay with the puck once more. It's a poke check there by DeWitt. Franks moves it to Overbay. Finds Shirk. Shirk with the backhand and glove down by Demarest.
Yeah, impressive maneuver by Shirk to stay with that and actually get a shot off at all. He didn't get as much as he would have liked on it, but he was getting ping-ponged around from every direction there.
Face-off going in the blocker side. Crawford and Shirk. Shirk wins to the frame. Shot by Ramsey off the blocker. Put out in front. Carroll keeps possession. But Ramsey goes for the pinch, and we might have a 2-on-1. Corman trying to pass it. Goes into, looks like the body of Platt, potentially. Now with the shot from Corman into the glove of Van Antwerp.
Good defensive effort there by Platt to mitigate that 2-on-1 opportunity. Normally you like to see a defenseman stay up in that situation, but do what you got to do. Take the lane away. He didn't make himself vulnerable. He didn't completely sell out. I'd say 2 thumbs up.
And the hustle by Franks, no, that could have been a potential 2-on-1, but he was able to get back and cover the other guy. So forcing Corman to make that play. Crawford trying to push that forward as he fell down. Now Franks cuts to his right, enters the zone, backhands it, and Demarest sticks it away and puts it into his glove. First stoppage of play. Face off, one back by Davis cleanly. Moves it to Roth. Roth now with some space, moves it to Davis. Davis cuts across, gets taken away by the Chargers. That was Gibson that took the puck away. Demarest leaves it for Reith. Reith puts up the Roth, but goes off a stick. Reith takes it back. He sends it down into the Carroll zone. Baldwin to pick things up. 6 minutes left. Shot there by Feeler. Poke. Stick aside. Reek now from the point. Moves it to Davis. Davis with all the time in the world trying to move it to Feeler to stick aside. Glove out. Moves it forward. Murphy. Poke checks it. The glove out takes it back. It's stuck in the snow. And we have a penalty coming up now on Leo. And Feeler's heading to the penalty box.
Yeah, it looks like he caught him from behind.
So Carroll with another opportunity. They are currently 1-for-1. See if they can take this lead here late in this third period. Harrison and Calhoun, one back by Carroll. Baldwin moves it to Franks. Franks to Pearson over end, then the net comes up.
Looks like that's a set play with the one-time clap bomb from the slot. Got it to him again.
Face-off going to be on the blocker side of Demarest. Calhoun and Pearson battle once more. Tie up here. Calhoun's able to win it. Goes up into Farrell's like face mask. And Farrell sends it off the boards. Potts sends it back. Reith in the neutral zone, and he sends it down into the Carroll zone. Baldwin stretch pass to the line. Moving forward into the offensive zone. Moves it for Potts with a shot, goes wide. Stick into the corner by Demarest. Murphy with the strong stick skills, not able to get it out. Baldwin to Potts. Potts with the shots into the chest of Demarest. 1:14 left here in this man advantage for Carroll.
Good job by Demarest holding on to that one. We've seen a lot of other goalies let rebounds up in situations like that and end up in being prime scoring opportunities, or your guys have to take penalties to clear people out of the front of the net. That's one thing Demarest has actually excelled at, is rebound control.
Baldwin with the shot from the point gets deflected by Lalon into the corner. Lalon on this wing moves up top to Baldwin. Baldwin to Potts. Potts moves forward. Back to Baldwin with the shot. Goes off some bodies out front. Franks up top to Baldwin. Back to Franks. Franks to Pearson into his skates with a shot. He scores! Taylor Pearson on the power play makes it 2-1 in favor of the Chargers.
I mean, have we seen this before?
It's like deja vu.
Pedersen wide open in the slot on the power play. He had one other opportunity just like this earlier in the power play too. And I mentioned that it seems like a set play, like find that man, stretch it out, and he'll open up. And so far, the Leo Lions are not wise to it.
We're seeing a common theme here in the last couple of games. Special teams is what's killing the Lions right now. Carroll's now 2 for 2 on the power play. Pedersen's both get goals. So puck puts forward. Farrell with a chance, he puts it on net. Diving Van Antwerp. Good defense there by the Chargers. Farrell right off the faceoff could have tied this game up. Pedersen pokes it forward. Murphy puts it into the boards as he sends it off the boards. Corto sends it down the wing. Blavelt loses an edge. Now Carto puts it down into the wing to Witz. Puts it forward. Calhoun between the legs to Murphy, not able to complete his move. Now Gibson. The second down with no call. Gibson with the shot from no angle. Murphy puts it out and it rolls down into the Carroll zone. Demarest leads it for Murphy with Gibson. He's beating him there. Now Gibson in the corner. It's tied up by White. Now Franks. It's tied up. Ramsey with the shot goes wide. Baldwin sends it back down low. DeWitt pick it up in the corner. Pokes it to White. Puck comes up. Now Overbay gets taken off. Franks trying to move it to Overbay, but he was on his knees, and White's able to send it down. And that's going to be an icing. We got 2:44 left in this second period. And it's 2-1 now in favor of the Carroll Chargers. Shurik and Crawford on the face-off. One by Shurik, shot by Ramsey. Look out in front, and Demarest with a diving cover, and as that puck was
once
sitting
again, Demarest tracking the rebound. Not as clean as he might have liked that time, but he got the job done.
That was close. Shurik was right on his doorstep. The puck was sitting right at the top of the crease. Shurik wins it back. Ramsey off the boards. Sends it to Overbay. Puck shot goes high. Franks on this near wing, getting tied up. Puck comes free. Franks moves it to Overbay. A chance right into the chest of Demarest. And Shurik and Crawford giving each other some brotherly hugs there. So a couple of pokes.
Sure, that's what it was. Now, you're a goalie, Mason, right? Do you think Demarest was a little far back in his crease on that one?
With that kind of play, that was actually some pretty good positioning.
I was nervous he was going to slide into the net himself.
Yeah, obviously it's a little close, but that's actually what they teach us, especially if it's that close to our crease, because it could get behind us. So that's actually some pretty good position there by Demers. Davis battling in the corner, gets taken away until he's able to send it out. Ramsey sends it right back in. Jonah Haynes loses control of the puck, goes into the skates of the line. Official. Now Baldwin puts it down. The far wing fielder is able to clear the zone. As Ramsey fans on it, Davis not able to take the opportunity, and Patterson gets taken down.
Oh.
And he was still on the ground, wanting a penalty, and Lalonde takes the puck off sides.
Yeah, you really got to be aware of that. Circle back. You might have just gave up possession when you had something good going. You had momentum in the neutral zone. You know you got a guy down in the zone. That's just not an offsides whistle that the Carroll Chargers really needed to take.
Face-off outside the Leo zone. Won by the Lions. Calhoun now sends it down. But behind his net. Puts into the shin pads of White. Now Murphy with a shot from the point is wide. Calhoun picks up the rebound, trying to put through his legs. And now here we go. We got 2-on-1. Patterson and Potts. Patterson takes a shot in and out of the chest. Potts sends it around. Blauvelt puts it back down low. Reith on the boards, gets tied up. Down to a minute here in the second period. Potts. The puck goes underneath the Reith as he fell down. Calhoun now picks it up. Sends it forward to Farrell. Now Farrell. He takes a shot. Goes off the side of the cage. Puck's behind the net. Trying to move out front was White, but gets taken away by the Chargers off the boards. Now Calhoun trying to send it right back in. 30 left. White not able to find Calhoun, but he's putting pressure on Plotz. Calhoun trying to push it forward. Comes out to, I believe, Blauvelt. And now Haynes fans on the pass. As he gets pushed down by Pedersen. Now Carroll with the opportunity of 5 seconds. Over to Blauvelt with the shot off the glass. And that will do it here for the second period. As Carroll takes the lead. We're going to head to our second intermission break. As you're watching playoff hockey here between the Leo Lions and Carroll Chargers on Summit City Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Club Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All these sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
to the second intermission report here, where the Carroll Chargers got a 2-goal second period, taking the lead 2-1.
Yeah, it's been exciting. A couple of periods here. Actually, it's been an exciting 5 periods tonight. Game 1 was obviously a barn burner, and this one is shaping up to be just the same. Shots so far, 15-23 in favor of Carroll Chargers. They were tied after 1 period in the shot category, and then Carroll kind of took over a little bit in that second period, especially with the couple of power plays that they got. Both their goals actually came on the power play. So we'll take a look now at the scoring. So Leo's going to start us off in the first period of action. It's actually going to be Miles DeWitt here. And it's right off the face-off. Takes a one-timer, gets a couple of good bounces, and finds its way into the back of the net. And that was early on. Leo came out, and they looked like they had the momentum at that point in the game. They were dictating the pace of play for a long time, and they started getting involved physically, and it was helping them. And things were looking good. And wholeheartedly, I think it was after this play right here, where Pedersen played it off the boards and crashed the net, and the Carroll Chargers just gave it everything they had crashing the net and actually wound up coming off this on a power play. Since this play, I would argue that the Carroll Chargers have had more momentum in this game. On that power play, it's going to be Jakob Pedersen from Colton Franks and Mikey Baldwin. Pedersen all alone in that slot, and remember that because that's going to become a common theme here. Later on in that period, to round out our scoring, on the power play again, the Carroll Chargers had several opportunities, much like this one here. You're going to watch the puck go from up high to down low, creates a hole, and Pedersen standing there right in the slot. This time it's Taylor Pedersen, I believe. Can confirm from Colton Franks and Mikey Baldwin.
Yeah, it's kind of like the deja vu right there. It's a set play that Carroll's had pretty much this entire season on their power play, and they even do it 5-on-5 sometimes.
Right.
But obviously because they have the 5 extra man in the middle, doesn't really work out. But it's Lalonde is always the guy down in the corner, and he's feeding Pedersen wide, and he's usually wide open.
Yeah, they create that hole when they bring it up. They draw the winger up there, and then they throw it back down and draw your defenseman out of that lane as well, and now you have a hole. And realistically, it should probably be the weak side winger, because his guy up top is the least dangerous guy on the ice. To get it all the way there to that far blue line guy, very difficult, and from there he's not as much of a scoring threat as that standalone Pedersen in the slot.
Yeah, and those weak side guys should really try to slump in there to cover that side.
That's what I'm saying, right.
As you said, like they're not going to be able to get the pass there unless they are able to fully rotate it around.
And you can make the adjustment because then that hole is going to be closed.
Yeah, so it's a simple adjustment. And obviously, it's happened twice, so you think the Leo head coach is definitely going to be talking about it in the locker room.
They had more than 2 opportunities on that same play, but it only converted twice.
Yep. So, obviously, special teams got to step up here for Leo, especially if you're going on the penalty kill. They had a really good first period, very strong passes, but they kind of got a little sloppy, a little bit lazy as it came down to the second period. So, obviously, we're 1-1 on periods, but Carroll's up 2-1.
Right. Maybe after the ice cut, Leo comes back with a little bit of focus that they lost in the second period there.
And we saw that with the last game as well. Vipers were down 3-2, came out.
Exactly.
2 minutes in, they were able to put the goal.
They know they have to make a push. They're getting hyped up in the locker room right now, realizing what they have to do. Now it's just come out here and execute.
If you got 15 minutes to give it everything you have and secure your spot in there for the championship. Alrighty, and that's going to do it here for the second intermission report. We're going to step aside one last time, and we'll get you third period action as you are watching playoff hockey here on Summit City Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others.
Alrighty, welcome back to third period action. We got a fresh sheet of ice, 15 minutes, do or die situation for either team. And we are off. Riley Murphy sends it off the boards to Calhoun, but goes to the stick of Baldwin. No icing on that one. As Demarest went back to retrieve the puck. Pass up to White, just a little bit too far. A little spin move there by Ramsey. Spinorama sent it down low into the zone. Murphy off the wing. Send it to Farrell, but not out. Carroll puts it on the far side. Calhoun sends it off the glass. Now Baldwin. Sends it up to Potts, but out of his reach. And Jonah Haynes sends it back down low. Baldwin. That's a forward through the neutral zone. Able to get around DeWitt. Calhoun puts in the no man's land on the line. Sends it back down off the glove of Haynes. Jonah Haynes. At the puck in the neutral zone, sends it down into the skates of Ramsey. Ramsey pushes it forward to Overbay. Overbay with a shot. Puts it high. Shirk puts the rebound back down low. Haynes from behind the net. Puts it to DeWitt. Squeezes past and moves it to Corman. Shot there by Shirk. Goes wide. Corman on the wing, trying to get it out. Not able to. Cartel puts it right back down low, but bounces right to Ian Demarest. Shirk and Crawford on the face-off. One back. And Cartel trying to keep it down low. Gets moved to the wing and tied up. Now Jackson Crawford behind his net. Sends it up to Haley. And able to push it through. Crawford trying to get into the Carroll zone, but Fane's on it. Now he is able to. And now Corman with the puck in the corner, trying to push it forward. Crawford ties up Cartel. Pucks gets sent around. And it's near wing, Overbay. Trying to move it to Franks, gets taken away by Haley. Haley now sends it down low. Goes behind the net. Overbay moves it to Colton Franks. Franks sit down low into the corner. Murphy not able to poke check it forward to himself. It's Baldwin with the shot, goes wide. Platt able to keep it in. Not able to put it down low. Now Blavo sends it to the corner. Gibson overskated the puck, and Leo takes it back. Puck stays in, puts it right out front. And Reith trying to get it out. It's taken away by Gibson. Baldwin to Ramsey. Turnover is able to keep it in and wrong. Battles with Ramsey in the corner. Puck comes free. Ramsey puts it back for Gibson. Gibson trying to get it away from Davis. Get some space. Gibson pushes the puck. Now Rock trying to squeeze through Ramsey. He does. Rock with that shot as he gets taken down by Blavo. Goes off the skate. Now Haynes. Haynes sends it to Riley Murphy. Murphy with a shot. Gets blocked by Blavel. Rebound goes behind the net. Colton Calhoun. On the far wing. Skating up to the blue line. Trying to push it forward. And Blavel not able to get the puck. Calhoun hustling his way down to the corner. Puck goes behind the net. White trying to stuff it back. And the net comes loose once more. Maybe they should start drilling the pegs down to keep it in place, because this net does not want to stay on.
I think that makes a dangerous situation. You got to get those like big rubber pegs like they have in the NHL.
It'll take more maintenance probably.
Oh yeah.
So they have to do it between every single
Yep.
period.
You'd have to get out there and do it.
Maybe. Murphy with the puck, sends it around. Farrell is able to find Calhoun, moving through the neutral zone. He crosses the line, cuts across, leaves it for White. White takes a shot, saved there by Van Antwerp. White picks up his own rebound, puts it down low in the corner. Farrell under pressure of Carto, and Baldwin with a huge hit on White. Penalty coming up though. And Ballon touches it up. A little bit of interference, I would believe. I don't think White had the puck at that point.
No, but you know what else? I think there was a Carroll player behind him, and he probably got the worst of that, to be honest.
Got a little bit of a sandwich.
Right.
So Leo with the opportunity to tie things up. They're so far 0 for 1 on the power play. Now Farrell puts it to Murphy, to Haynes. Haynes puts it down to White. White up top to Haynes. Puts it far side to Murphy. Murphy with a shot into the chest of Van Antwerp. And we'll get a stoppage to play. Face off, one by Leo. Farrell puts it back to Murphy. Murphy over to Haynes. Haynes waits, moves it to Murphy. Murphy with a shot, deflection goes wide. Carto sends it off the wall and out of the zone. Harrison on the chase. Murphy trying to get to White, and he is able to. They really Potts might have overskated the puck. Hayden White behind the net. Sends it to Haynes. Haynes circles around. Sends it to Murphy. Murphy cuts in. The puck is taken away. And now Jonah Haynes. A minute left here on the man advantage. Haynes leaves it for Calhoun. Calhoun back to Haynes. He finds Murphy on the far side. Murphy, he takes a shot. Off the pad, rebound, gets sticked away. Haynes, Calhoun off the stick a little bit too high, but Calhoun gets it back with a shot, goes wide. Calhoun in the corner, trying to move it to Farrell. Farrell backhand into the chest of Van Antwerp.
Leo Lions making a push now. That's like we said they were going to have to. Waited a little longer than I might have expected, but they're throwing the kitchen sink now.
Farrell, if he maybe would have waited just like a hair a little, he might have been able to catch Van Antwerp a little bit far out of his crease and put it in the corner, but it was a good opportunity.
I mean, that level of patience at this level of hockey is pretty rare.
Everybody wants to go. Reed puts it to Corman. Corman steps in, put out front, and Carroll's able to clear. Reed moves it to Crawford. Jackson Crawford fans on the pass. Now Lalonde and Patterson once more. Puts it to Patterson a little bit too high in the loft. Now Lalonde from in the corner. Moves it up to Bowen with the shots and a save by Demarest. 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it for the man of Orange. That's Fiedler now. Puts a shot onto the chest of Van Antwerp, and we'll get a stoppage of play. 8:09 left here in this third period. Carroll still up 2-1. Calhoun and Shirk on the faceoff. Top line out for Leo. White, get out of the puck out of the faceoff. Doug gets poked away. Shirk moves it to Overbay. Overbay crosses the line, puts it on net, and Demarest will cover it up. For a faceoff. on his blocker side. Face off one back by Calhoun. Carroll able to keep it in. Shirk with a shot, goes high. Overbay on the wing. See down low, a huge hit there. Penalty coming up. And we have a rough. Let's see Carroll's power play go at it once more. They are 2 for 2. Let's see if Leo was able to cover up that one-timer.
Yeah, that's one of the things we discussed in intermission, if they could make that adjustment. They wanted to stay out of the box and avoid having to think about it, but I'm sure they did give it some thought during the intermission, and we'll see how the players execute that adjustment.
Face-off one back by Carroll. Potts moves it to the ball and is able to keep it in. Franks looking for that pass. Feeler putting pressure. Now Baldwin moves it to Potts. Potts put out front and put wide. Franks sit down low to Lalonde with their shot. Rebound goes behind the nets, and DeWitt is able to clear the zone. Potts with the puck in the zone. Moves it to Baldwin. Crosses the line. 45 seconds gone so far. Baldwin loses his edge. Feeler trying to hurry, but the quickness of Patterson's able to get the puck back. Moves it to Franks. Franks. Penalty coming up.
Ooh, not a good situation for the Leo Lions. Half the crowd here thrilled, the other half appalled.
Haynes is befuddled at the call. And we have a timeout now for Carroll. Leo, crucial part of this game.
Take a look. He got the leg out, tripped him. I don't know if he got the leg out, but it did look like a trip the way it all happened.
Definitely wouldn't be a kneeing call. Probably just be a tripping call.
I think just a trip, yeah. So now a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Carroll Chargers, who are currently 2 for 2 on the advantage. Things are getting interesting here. They're hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Opportunity to extend it. And Leo just has to weather this storm. There's enough time left in this game. If they can kill all of this off, get some momentum out of it, and go back to their big push.
So they're going to be free at 4:45. Still a lot of time, because you're only down a goal, so you don't have to pull a goal until at least 90 seconds left, if they are.
But this next minute, and well, 2 minutes, next minute especially, is going to be trying on these Leo Lions.
Murphy, Calhoun, and Reith are the 3 defenders for Leo. Top power play unit out for the Chargers. Harrison and Calhoun on the faceoff. One back. Now Potts with the puck. Patiently waiting. Takes a shot. Goes wide. Kept in by Carroll. Back up the Potts. One-timer by Baldwin. Fans on it. Franks with the puck. It's up top to Baldwin. Potts with a shot. And it goes underneath the Demerits, and he's able to sit on the puck and cover it up.
Now, it's interesting shot selection. I mean, they're in good locations, but I'd like to see a little bit more movement up top before you take those shots.
Definitely trying to, with the triangle, they're trying to get those 2 wingers, obviously, to get the one-timer set up, but as you said, you got to be able to move it around. Yeah, if you can get Calhoun going up top a lot more, not because he's not able to cover as much ground,
right,
there's somebody going to be open.
Right, we need some back and forth up top. That shot shouldn't have been taken.
Puck comes out of the zone off the block of Calhoun. Ryder Potts moves it in, slows things down at the points. Steps in, takes a shot off the stick. Rebound goes just wide of the net. 15 left on the first penalty. Shot by Patterson goes high. Potts takes a shot, goes wide once more. All right, we're 5-on-4 now. Patterson.
Now they're going to start passing.
Potts with a shot off the crossbar. Carroll able to keep it in. Patterson down to Colton Franks. Puts it out front, gets sticked away. Back out front, bouncing puck puts into the boards. Patterson with the shot goes high. Potts loses the puck to Fiedler, and we have a race, and Carroll's able to keep it in. In their own zone, Baldwin. 28 seconds left. Ice could be coming up, but it's not enough on that. Reese sends it down. Fiedler pokes it just enough forward. Flat with the puck. Gets taken, puck down away. No call on that one. That's 6 seconds left. Gibson moves it to Baldwin. Baldwin steps around Fiedler. We are even strength. Huge kills by the Leo Lions.
Yeah, that's a great way to gain momentum in this game. And honestly, if you ask me, the Carroll Chargers did not make the most of that opportunity. In my opinion, they did not look good at all on the 5-on-3 and couldn't even really keep the puck in the zone on the 5-on-4.
So they're now 2 for 4. Back to 50%. Davis cuts across. Waiting for his teammates to come with them. Puts it down into the Carroll zone. Crawford goes off for a change. Flat. Trying to move it. Turnover here to Calhoun with a chance. He scores! Colin Calhoun ties this game.
Well, this is going to make things interesting, Mason. Like we said, that penalty kill was huge for the Leo Lions. Speaking momentum, and it wasn't so much momentum gained as I think it was given away by the Carroll Chargers. And what an effort. Pops that one over the shoulder of Luke Van Antwerp after battling through a sea of Chargers. We got ourselves a tie game late in the third. Have we been here before tonight?
We have. We have barn burner number 2.
We're gonna have any barns left in Indiana.
Face off one back by the Chargers. Cartel puts it down low. Demarest back to Leavitz. Now Reith puts it over to White. White loop. Loses the puck in. Turnover here. Patterson, he loses the puck. Now Crawford trying to get puck into the zone. Haynes to Crawford. Crawford trying to poke it forward. He's able to get into the zone. Lalonde just sends it down. Now Haynes puts it around. Cartel pushes it forward, and we have a break here for Carroll. He moves to Lalonde. Lalonde with the shots, puts it wide. Rebound goes back around the net. With a shot there, poked away. Cartel with a chance into the chest of Demarest.
Oh my.
Down to 3 minutes and 3 seconds.
Seasons are on the line.
Harrison and Davis. Davis wins it back cleanly to Murphy, who's spinning around to find the puck. Now Franks. It's not the boards to himself. Coming back around, takes a shot, but puts it wide. Murphy's able to clear the zone. No icing called. Haley on the pressure, able to get the puck tied up. Davis comes out with the puck. Davis circling around over the Haynes. Haynes with a slap shot. Puck's out front, still loose. Scrambling for it, comes out. Frank sends it down all the way for an icing.
Dangerous situation giving the Leo Lions an offensive zone faceoff. The first goal that they scored this game was directly off the draw in the offensive zone, one-timer. And that's what got him on the board.
Witt is out on the ice. The other goal scorer, and so is Calhoun. So both goal scorers out for Leo. Harrison runs it back, Carto off the glass. And DeWitt's not able to keep it in. Reed sends it off the boards. Carto puts it to Potts. Potts trying to push it forward. DeWitt keeps it out of the zone, holds the line. Calhoun puts the body on to Potts on his own net, trying to push it forward, sends it off the glass. It will get through, but Carto safely gets it in his own zone, sends it to the far side. DeWitt off the boards. Milan sends it down. Risky play there by Demarest. Rolled right off his stick. He's able to cover things up.
Got Homestead captain Nico Juarez watching patiently from the glass to see who he's going to be playing against next Saturday. Or on Saturday, this Saturday.
On the great Valentine's Day. Baldwin. Shot gets blocked, so we're down to 90 seconds here in this third period. We are tied. Puck gets around Overbay. Farrell trying to move it forward, but no one was there. Patterson just put up hard, got Calhoun, and the puck hits the top of the glass. And we'll get a stoppage of play. Puck's going to be blocker side of Van Antwerp.
A lot of enthusiastic fans here at the Ice House.
Davis and Patterson. One back by Davis. Crawford puts it to Haynes. Back to Crawford on the wing. Trying to center it to Davis. Antwerp was able to get the pad down there and cover it up.
Yeah, that's one that could easily catch you off guard if you're a goalie. Did not look like it was going to come his way, but it did.
Tie up there, one by Carroll. Lalonde able to get the puck out. Puts it down into the corner behind the nets. Murphy. We are down to the final 60 seconds. Murphy with the puck. Puts it in with the nifty move. Takes a shot and a save.
And that's going to stir the pot a little bit, sliding into Van Antwerp like that, but not sure there was anything he could have done to avoid it.
Just trying to stop. Accidental contact.
Slick move to get in alone, though. Riley Murphy, what a talented player.
His stick skills are impeccable.
Like I said, a lot of enthusiastic fans here. Hopefully you're not picking up too much chatter at home.
Patterson, Calhoun the face-off. Calhoun wins it. Shot by Murphy. Puck's right out front. White, but he's tied up. Lalonde and Calhoun battle of the sixes on the wing. Farrell puts it back down to Calhoun. Puck comes free. Haynes pinches down, is able to keep the puck in. Puts it down low. 30 seconds left. Put a Farrell with the shots. Fans on it. Rebound comes up. White puts it down low. Calhoun with the puck. Takes a shot. Stick aside. 20 seconds left. Haynes with the puck. Moves it to Farrell. Goes around. Up top to Murphy. Murphy not able to keep it in, and Carroll sends it down for an icing. And Leo is calling their timeout.
Oh, this is setting us up for a big finish, Mason. 7.6 seconds on the clock. This is something you practice all the time. Well, I don't know how often everybody practices it, but I remember in college we would practice this often, heading into nationals or big tournaments and things like that. This is make or break time. You got to play that you've worked on probably once or twice a week for the entire season. based off of 8 seconds or less in the offensive zone. You got an offensive zone face-off. You need 1 goal.
And you think Carroll's going to put the wall up in front to maybe potentially block any shots that could come their way?
They might.
Most likely we're going to have Calhoun and Patterson on the face-off dot. They've been back and forth, I would say.
Yeah,
Say 50
yeah,
apiece.
that's a good matchup on the dot for sure.
I would say if I was Patterson, I would probably try to tie up Calhoun. Just
In
so
this
to waste
situation,
time.
yeah. Yeah, because you don't want him to pull off that slide play where he puts it through your legs and feeds somebody on the far slot. But you also can't let him win this one back.
Now I'm surprised that they don't have White on the other side, I guess, for a one-timer opportunity. But Murphy's obviously has a pretty strong shot. Tie-up
There's
here.
the tie-up.
Lalonde not able to get it out. 4 seconds left. Frill with a shot. Fans on it. Shot by Calhoun out front, and that's going to do it for regulation.
Oh, my.
We got extra time. This is Leo's, I think, 4th time out of the last 5 games. Leo has gone to 4 overtimes.
They are experienced in overtime, that's for sure. We've seen a lot of overtime for all the teams this year, actually. It's a tight league, and that's how we're getting exciting playoffs, exciting games. It's been an exciting season, and I just can't wait to see how it all shakes down.
Definitely going to be back and forth. We'll have 3-on-3 action, no penalties, so no power play opportunities yet. We're going to have 10 minutes of 3-on-3.
And then we'll see a shootout.
So there's shootout in playoffs?
There is shootouts in playoffs.
Alrighty. I haven't seen a shootout in high school in so long. It's been...
I don't think we had any last year. The year before, there was a pretty long shootout, I recall. I was behind the camera that year.
I think it might have been at that game, because I think it might have been a Carroll game.
Well, Mason, you got any top picks for game-winning goals here in overtime?
I mean, Riley Murphy, he's got 2 OT goals in the last 5 games. Mr. Iceman, is that going to be his nickname?
I mean, it's not a bad pick.
And probably I'm going to be choosing Pedersen.
Yeah.
Probably specify it's going to be
you have to specify
Taylor Pedersen.
at this point in the season.
Want to score for Carroll if they do win it.
So I'm going to guess Colton Calhoun, because I've called his name in overtime before. And here, give me Camden Blauvelt.
Face-off was won by Carroll, so they gained the possession first. Move it to Pedersen. Pedersen with a shot onto the chest, covered up quickly by Demarest. Quick little shot there by Pedersen off the rush. Calhoun is able to win the face-off, but turnover here, but it goes back. Pedersen trying to get it around Murphy. The puck goes into the corner. Goes behind the nets. Comes out to Lalonde. Poke checked at the last second by Demarest. Now Murphy with the puck. Stops and waits. Has all the time. Sauces it right to Crawford, but bounces over his stick. Crawford taking it down low. Being pressured by Baldwin. Baldwin's able to win that battle. And now puts it to Lalonde. Lalonde with a game on his stick. He shoots! And a save there by Demarest. And the penalty's coming up.
Oh, man.
Colton Calhoun, I think, is the culprit. But what a save by Ian Demarest.
And I mean, Calhoun was wrapped up with him all the way down the ice. I'm surprised that penalty arm didn't go up sooner. It was to the point where it was almost close enough he could have gotten a penalty shot off of that.
So 4-on-3 action. Leo was able to kill a major 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4 late in that third period. Let's see if they can do it one more time. White and Patterson in the face-off. Patterson wins it. Potts with the puck. Down to Patterson. Patterson with the chance puts it out front. So Lalonde, he likes to go around the net. Trying to put it out front. And White with the puck and is able to backhand it down the length of the ice. Patterson enters the zone. Puts a cross. Loses the puck, and White is able to get it out of the zone enough where Carroll has to regroup. Now Lalonde in the neutral zone. It's pressured by White. Potts in his own zone. Crosses the line. Stops and waits. Baldwin changes with his brother. Baldwin with the shots off the post! Rebound comes out to Potts. He takes a shot blocked by Reith.
Wow, what an opportunity for the Carroll Chargers here on this man advantage.
Baldwin. Anthony Baldwin. It's up top to Patterson. Patterson shoots, blocked by Reith. And White is able to clear.
I would say that if Leo is able to kill this off, they're going to have another burst of momentum just like they did in the third.
4-on-2 as we had a bad change by Leo. 30 seconds left. Potts puts it up off the mask. Oh, bounces off the top of the blocker.
Almost had the rebound out of the air.
Franks puts it over to Baldwin. Baldwin with a shot, and it gets covered up by Demarest.
What a nail biter, huh, Mace?
Oh, yeah. On your toes. 18 seconds to go in this man advantage for Carroll. Some good opportunities, but nothing in the back of the net yet. Patterson and Farrell get tied up. Franks gets the puck out. Puts over to Overbay with a shot, gets blocked. Rebound to Patterson. Puck is loose, goes into the corner. Farrell gets taken down by Patterson. Up top. Baldwin waits, shoots, and a save.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that was a close. The ref would have blown the whistle, so if it would have gone in, it wouldn't have counted.
Wasn't in on time. I know.
Close, though. Denver's trying to get out of the puck, out of the back of the net.
Told you he was too far back.
I mean, you're on the post there. Patterson and Farrell again. One forward by Patterson. Murphy with the puck. He gets tied up by Franks. We are back to even strength. Patterson gets taken down. No call on the play. Calhoun fresh out of the box. Not able to poke it forward. Fiedler gets the puck taken away by Patterson. Trying to put it up front, but blocked by Calhoun. 3-on-2 now for Leo. Calhoun going wide on Cartel. Trying to push it forward. Now Murphy with the shot blocked. Able to keep it in from a breakaway. Now Calhoun once more. To Farrell with a chance. It's blocked by Cartel. Carroll on the move. Moves it to Franks. Franks trying to pass it to Cartel with a chance. Puts it wide. Murphy now. Moving through the neutral zone. 2-on-2. Trying to dangle his way through, but gets stood up by Baldwin. Platt almost turns it over to Calhoun. Excuse me, that's Lalonde. Lalonde with the puck. Moves it to Ramsey. Behind the net, Ramsey. Waiting to pass it. Puts it over to Pedersen. Pedersen down low to Lalonde. Lalonde cutting in. Still with the puck. Puts it up top to Baldwin. Down to the line. Over to Patterson out front. Gets tied up. Puck is loose. And the puck goes right into the bench of Leo. Almost sniped Stanley, who is operating the door.
Right.
But we're back to 3-on-3 action. We got 5:15 to go. Offensive face-off for the Carroll Chargers. Fiedler, Reith, and Crawford out for Leo. Potts, Pedersen, Jacob Pedersen, and Mikey Baldwin out for Carroll. Crawford wins the face-off. Moves it behind to Reith. Reith trying to push it forward. Reith able to get it out. Tipped out air by Fiedler, goes into the Carroll zone. Patterson able to push it forward. Taylor Patterson, he's already got one goal. He gets taken down with no call.
And outrage ensues for half the crowd here at the Ice House.
Now Baldwin gets knocked down. Crawford with the puck. Skates through the middle, gets around with a chance, backhand, pat save there by Van Antwerp.
What a way that would have been to go out, huh?
Patterson with their shot off the mask of Demarest. And he had to take it off because
it's broken.
Yeah, the strap came off.
I guess that's one strategy. Hit the goalie in the mask enough times, and he's not going to be sharp for the shootout.
.407 to go. In overtime, we will then have a shootout to follow if no one scores. We have so far gone back and forth. Carroll with the most chances so far in overtime. Patterson wins it back to Baldwin. Baldwin moved it down, but Patterson wasn't there. Stretch past the Farrell, didn't make it. Baldwin with a shot. He scores! Anthony Baldwin sends Carroll to the championship.
And this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. It's the little things. Look how patient he is on the zone entry. Rides, makes sure he's on sides. Imagine they went off sides there. How upset I would have been. Oh my God. So it's going to be a Homestead Carroll championship. The Carroll Chargers with the opportunity to continue the legacy.
For the series between these two teams. 5 games, 3 wins for Carroll, and 2 wins for Leo.
Man, they've been fun to watch all year going at it. But in the end, it's the number 1 and 2 seed that are going to play on this Saturday, which happened to be Valentine's Day.
All right, that is going to do it for us tonight. We thank you guys for tuning in to these 2 semifinal matches. We will see you Saturday night, 7:30. Make sure to tell everybody to get here, get the stadium rocking. So we're going to be having a Homestead Carroll championship, some of the biggest rivalries in high school sports between these two teams. For Mason Vogel and Eric Osmer and Eric Harrison on the camera, we bid you adieu.
I'm Court from the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-26